And oh, there we go. Anyways, life. It's this thing. It starts at one point and it ends at a different point. But, Whim2, it's forever. Yeah, you go back 100 million years and you still have Whim2. Dinosaurs, they're beatboxing to Whim2. They're like, oh, this is my jams, dog. This is my jams. And, I'm sitting here thinking about Whim2. I mean, sitting here taking a pee, thinking about Whim2. And it's not a big deal. It's just like, Whim2 is life, man. And the dinosaurs, they were also like, yeah, Whim2, it's like life. In my pants.
Good morning, Houghton County. It is 8:07 a.m. on this wonderful 25th of October.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know how to say the number.
It's a struggle.
I'm
sometimes.
really struggling this morning, man. It's a dark, not musty, murky morning.
snowy day.
It's not that cold out.
It's not that cold.
I'm in shorts.
Well, you're always wearing shorts.
I'm always wearing shorts. That's right.
Like, when it was snowing like a few days ago and dropped down to 27, you were wearing shorts.
I was wearing shorts. I'm never gonna stop wearing shorts. Shorts are my thing. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Tony.
I'm RJ.
And we're back to bring you your weekly update by two absolute mad Chaches.
Mad Chaches.
Chach energy straight in the studio this morning. Campus update for you. We're still on health and safety level 3. I said it right this week.
I'm proud of you.
I didn't even struggle. Health and safety level.
Do you want a sticker?
I do. Can you give me a gold sticker?
Too bad I gave them all to myself.
Oh, wow. Wait, that's not narcissistic at all. I never got one of those as a kid, by the way. I say this to everyone and they never believe me.
You never got a sticker?
I never got a gold star.
See,
that was never a thing.
We had like a board in one of my classrooms that like you'd have stickers.
Oh, I nope.
Which I mean, like,
Never had one of those.
And like you would get, prizes if you had so many stickers. I remember there was one year that we had like a teacher that would like give us like fake cash if we did good. And then at the end of the year, you would have like an auction. You could win stuff.
Yeah, no, it was 4th grade, and we had like this whole microeconomy in air quotes, where we all had different jobs and we switched jobs every week.
Mm-hmm.
Lasted for about good 3 weeks of the school year.
That's a solid. I remember I think it was 6th grade, we did like that, and I ended up with a, what's his name? He's part of the Sesame Street. He's the guy with the, like big forehead. You know what I'm talking about?
Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Big forehead?
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, I don't. I don't remember that.
Well, I ended up with his mask. And it's Bert, I think. I think it was Bert. It was either Bert or Ernie.
The yellow one?
Yeah, I think it was Bert. Yeah. I
ended up with his mask.
I ended up with a mask of Bert. And we had recess right after we had this auction, right? So I was walking like outside with the Bert mask, just staring at the buses that were pulling up with like kids coming back from like a
Are you a serial killer?
It
kind of sounds like you were a serial killer.
It was very funny.
I would also assume that it was pretty funny.
Especially
but if I was a bus driver pulling up to an elementary school,
it was
middle school. Yeah. And there was just a middle school kid wearing a Bert and Ernie mask. That would scare the living.
Here's the thing. I regret that decision because I wore it that one day. Like I wore it like outside.
Did you ever wear it again?
No, it sat in my closet until like I think it was sophomore year of high school, and I threw it away because I found it.
You kept it?
It just sat in my closet.
You kept it?
I forgot that it was in there. You know how like you find like random stuff in your closet, right?
No.
I find
probably because I never go through my closet.
Yeah, you should probably go through your closet.
Back at home, I cleaned it. I cleaned it over quarantine.
Is it Narnia?
Which one?
That's a good question.
Which Narnia? No, I cleaned it over quarantine.
Okay, yeah.
But there wasn't much in it. I found my old DS.
That's
a relic.
That's a relic.
It's a relic, and it worked for 5 seconds.
My DS is somewhere. We found it, and then I think I gave it to my dad.
I really wish it still worked because I feel like a DS. I feel like that's like the
cream of the crop.
That is the staple of handheld
Yeah.
games. Like,
Well, that's the start of it.
yeah, the Nintendo DS walked
Mm-hmm.
so the Switch could run.
Facts. I remember I had like the first one at one point. Like my mom had one,
The light or the actual?
like the OGs.
So the light,
Yeah, whatever it was called. And I brought it.
I think?
We
It
had
was
like
one of them.
we had a game day in
Yeah.
like whatever grade, and I brought it with me, and everyone was so jealous, and everyone was playing like poker and stuff, and I was just on my Nintendo.
Well, yeah. No, I was I was never allowed to bring my DS to school, and I was always mad.
Oh,
Sorry, mom and dad, if you're listening. I snuck it on the bus once to no. This was my 2DS. I was one of those kids that got the 2DS when it came
Okay.
out because I was too cheap as a kid to buy a 3DS because I didn't want the 3D.
Yeah, the 3D option like wasn't good. Is what I
No.
remember.
If the 2D
Mm-hmm.
had if they made a 3D but without the 3D and not just a blank slate of buttons,
Yeah.
I would have gotten that right away.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. I was too cheap to buy the 3D because that was stupid. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
I'm sorry, mom and dad, if you're listening, but yeah, we 100% like brought our Nintendo
Yes,
every
I
single day.
100% snuck mine
Yeah.
on the bus at least a few times.
And like we would like sit on top of the playground and just play on our Nintendo.
Oh, I never played at school.
Oh.
I wasn't one of those kids. I'd play Yu-Gi-Oh at school.
Well, there was
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh
few
kid.
times we'd play like during class.
Oh, 100%.
like just sit at our
Like,
desk. It's like when we were watching a movie, we were all
It
playing. on
was
Nintendo.
the playing on your phone before
yes.
playing on your phone was a
True.
thing. It's playing Among Us, but Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, I snuck my iPod Nano.
Oh, I remember.
That was my first gadget. I snuck my iPod Nano because I wanted to listen to music while we ran in gym class one day.
I remember I used to bring like I had an iPod Touch, like the 4, whatever.
Oh,
and I remember I'd bring that.
That's old.
I'd bring that to school, and like, cause I'd like bike to school some days, and I'd
Yeah.
just listen to music
You
on my way
listen
to
to
school.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was so cool when I had that.
Oh yeah. You should whip it out. Be like, yo,
Ha.
look what I got, guys. I got my iPod Touch.
and
I was
there-
still rocking an iPod in 8th grade. I
That's
didn't have
solid.
I didn't have an iPhone yet
I didn't get an iPhone until freshman year.
till freshman year.
Yeah. Right? I think it
No,
was
mine was
freshman year.
sophomore.
Okay. Yeah.
I got the good old SE, that brick. Which
They're
not
not
a bad
bad.
phone. Not
Not
a bad
bad,
phone.
not bad.
It was pretty much. It was just a small iPhone 6,
Yeah. That's literally what it was.
but
It worked the same.
it worked the same. It was good.
Mhm.
That I don't. That's the one phone I didn't crack. The one that I have now has a.
Tony is prone at cracking phones. Fun fact.
Okay, who isn't?
I've never cracked it. Well,
I just have bad luck.
I've cracked one phone.
I've cracked. Okay, so I had an iPhone 4 when I had it wasn't a flip phone, but it was like you slid up to text.
Oh yeah, I had
So
one
like
of
you
those.
turned it sideways, you slid up, and there was a keyboard.
I don't know if it was like
Was
pun-
it slide phone?
I forget what it's called, but I don't know if like it was punishment for my parents, but I remember I lost that phone, and my parents were like, "Hey, well, we don't." They gave me a phone. It was like this skinny little thing, and
Yeah.
it like you flipped it up, and I mean like skinny. I'm talking like the phone itself was like an inch wide, and you'd flip it up, and you could call on it, you could play music.
Was it
on
like a flip phone?
it kind of, but it was like I don't know how to explain it. Like it was kind of sat like this,
Yeah.
and then you flipped it. I don't know. I know people on live can't see it, but like it kind of flipped up. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
that. Like it kind of slid. It was weird, but I mean it worked.
It
and
worked.
It was like small enough like I could keep it in my pocket because it was like in middle school. Like you couldn't have your phone on you.
Yeah.
I just throw it in my pocket. The teachers would think it was like a pencil or
That's the
something.
one thing I hated. Like if I wanted to listen to music at lunch, I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
I still don't agree with that. Anyways, back to the health and safety level 3. I don't know how we got there. I have genuine no idea of how we got there. Health and safety level 3, of course. Lectures online and in person still. That's probably not going to change anytime soon. Game rooms and accessory rooms are open with little to no rental of equipment. The DHH dining hall closed until Wednesday, November 4th. That is big sad.
That is truly
I
unfortunate.
have to make the trek over here multiple times a day if I want to eat.
That's very unfortunate. Do you have any advice for people staying at DHH?
Get a lot of food. Don't go.
I mean,
don't go over there.
the past few days, like the food has been stacked up.
Dinner was stacked last night.
Like
Dinner last night was
like you can literally, like there's been so much food. Like I don't have to like worry about like, because a lot of times like they'll run out of mac and cheese. No, like I don't eat mac and cheese, but like they'll run out of mac and cheese and then you're stuck behind someone for like 10 minutes because they got to refill it.
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
Had to take a quick sip there. Your COVID stat update. The local ones at Tech, or MTU, I should say, just the MTU stats. We're down to single digits for cases in the past 14 days. We're down to 9 cases, big dubs. 9 cases in the last 2 weeks, down from 31 last week. So over this past week, we've gone down.
We've dropped down.
22 cases.
That shows, because I think most of the 31 cases were from, it's 2-week increments.
Yeah.
So it's from the previous week before.
Yeah.
And so these 9 is probably just from
this past week.
Yeah, which is impressive.
Well, that's good. Good job, Michigan Tech. Woo! Get a big dubs in the chat.
Can you do that woo one more time, please?
Woo!
Okay.
The national cases were unfortunately up to 8.5 million, right about a little under. It's grown about 50,000 just from yesterday alone.
That's not good.
So, CDC, I saw at a stat, for every 100 people, 20 people have gotten it in the past 7 days. Which I haven't really paid attention to that stat until today.
Yeah.
So I can't compare that to anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, no
Wear your
matter
mask.
what. 8.5 million.
Sanitized.
That's almost 130. That's almost 1 in every 30.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
wait, no, 1 in every 300.
That's crazy.
No, 1 in
Math.
30.
Math.
1 in 30.
Math.
There we go. There's
There we
math.
go.
1 in 30. So 10 million out of 300 million in total U.S. We're up to 223,393 very specific deaths from the coronavirus. Up about 1,000 from yesterday. Unfortunate. What was it last week? Do you remember?
For cases?
Deaths.
Deaths? It wasn't that high.
It wasn't that high.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was. I think it might have been around 800, so a little higher.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But moving on to a happier note, kind of. Well, I'd hope so. It's coming up in 6 days. It's Halloween. October 31st is Saturday.
Kind of dubs.
Big dubs.
Big dubs.
And
Halloween best time.
What?
Halloween best time. It's a Friday, isn't it?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, even better.
Yes. Saturday, stay up late, eat candy with your friends.
Yeah,
Go
that's
trick-or-treating.
true. COVID.
COVID, of course.
Be safe.
Trade chocolate.
Trade chocolate.
Were you a chocolate trader? Did you trade candy as a kid?
Yeah, you get rid of like the candies you don't want. Like the almond joy, you always had that one friend that liked almond joy.
I'm allergic, so I just gave all that away. I always ended up getting M&Ms. See, okay, I don't like chocolate.
Okay.
But like the fruity candy, like the gummies.
Okay, that's not a bad thing if you don't like chocolate.
No,
I
don't like milk chocolate. Milk chocolate to me is disgusting.
That's
And
fair.
If I have a choice over like 96% cocoa or like the most dark chocolate you have, I will take. But there's been multiple lists coming out that goes over the best Halloween candies.
Yeah, I have one. We have one list pulled up right now.
Yeah. So number 10, we're coming in at licorice. Not really a big surprise.
Okay, here's the thing.
Licorice?
Licorice,
To me is good.
red licorice is
No.
good. Red licorice is good. Black licorice.
Black licorice is good. I will defend black licorice.
Are you crazy?
I will defend black
Black
licorice.
licorice is the worst candy that has ever been made, in my honest opinion.
No, there's definitely worse.
Black licorice is the one candy growing
There's
up that was thrown
definitely
away
worse.
instantly in my house.
I'd eat it. So no, okay. So number 9 is good and plenty. So basically another black licorice.
Yeah.
And I prefer good and plenty over over actual black licorice.
I still disagree with
My
this.
whole family loves black licorice. That's the only reason. Like, apparently, they will choose black licorice over anything.
I have no comment for
What's
this.
that? What's that look for?
Black licorice is disgusting.
Nah, it's like good. It's good. I have nothing bad to say about it, but it's also like I won't seek it out to go eat.
I won't seek it out in general to go eat. If I see a black licorice, it's probably going in the trash.
Oh, come on. Come on, it's good. It's not that bad.
It's not good.
It's okay.
Why do you think black licorice is one of like the gross jelly beans in the jelly bean?
My
challenge?
family will only eat the black jelly beans because of that. And they're not that bad. Moving on from black licorice, though, we have number 7, and the worst Halloween candies. We have Tootsie Rolls.
I disagree with that.
I hate Tootsie Rolls. I agree with that. Tootsie Rolls are disgusting.
See, I like Tootsie Rolls. To me, like growing up, was like gum. Like you would pop it in your mouth and you just let it dissolve in your mouth over
That's
time.
disgusting.
That's what we used to do.
I like the flavored ones.
Okay, yeah, those are good. I'll give you that.
Number 6, is that Necco?
Necco wafers.
Necco wafers. Those are good.
Those are good.
Which I don't know why they're on the worst. Number 5, Smarties on the worst Halloween candies. That's surprising. Smarties
are good.
Smarties are good, especially the purple ones. Purple ones are the best Smartie flavor. Number 4, you have the wax cola bottles, which I personally enjoy. I honestly like those.
I mean, those are good.
It's just a liquid. It's liquid sugar.
Yeah.
You just bite off the cap. I feel like this was made by like this list. I feel like was made by like a 5-year-old.
Most likely.
Circus peanuts coming in at number 3.
Here's the thing: circus peanuts are kind of good.
Can't have them. I'm allergic.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. They're good. I'll just say that.
Are they good?
They're good.
I've always seen them in stores.
Yeah.
Aren't they just marshmallows?
Yeah, I think so.
That's just. Well, okay. So the smell of peanut butter automatically makes me nauseous, and if you know me, you know that I absolutely hate the smell of peanut butter. Like
he has a peanut allergy in case. Well, he has a nut allergy.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I should. I feel like if you haven't.
You haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, he has a nut allergy.
Yeah. So if I'm in the same room as peanut butter, makes you want to go. Like makes me want to leave like the building that I'm in. I can smell that stuff from like a mile away, and it makes me nauseous.
It's truly
unfortunate. Don't even get me started on elementary lunches with the peanut butter table. That no.
Were you the kid that had to sit by himself at the nut?
No. I'm not airborne, so I'd sit with all the cool kids.
Okay, Dubs.
I'd always laugh at the ones that were.
The
peanut-free table.
It's
like
just
I
unfortunate.
get why it's there, but
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not your fault, but at the same time, like if you're really that scared about somebody dribbling some peanuts over your bologna sandwich.
I just remember like in high school, the kids that were like supposed to sit there never sat there.
Yeah,
like they always would just go sit with everyone else.
And I didn't care. I didn't care as a kid. Number 2 of your worst Halloween candies, we have the peanut butter kisses. I've never heard of these.
They're good.
They're good?
I disagree with that statement. But I like peanut butter. But I like peanut butter.
Is it just a peanut butter?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And number 1, I don't agree with this, candy corn, which I feel like you either hate candy corn or you like it. There's no in between.
Here's the thing. I will eat candy corn, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get candy corn.
I feel like the only reason that people buy it is it's in bulk quantities and they want something to look Halloweenish.
Yes. And I mean, candy corn is associated with Halloween at this point.
That's literally all.
Yeah.
But then there's different colors of candy corn. There's different.
I don't think I've ever bought candy corn outside of Halloween.
No, I don't think it exists.
Yeah. Like, I think it disappears right after Halloween.
I think it sells so much is because companies are like, hey, let's fill up jars of this and put it in office rooms. And maybe people will eat it, but if not, it's just sugar.
Yeah.
It's just for decoration. Moving on to the best Halloween candies here on this Sunday morning, the 25th, of course. We have, we'll just go through the top 10. Hershey bars.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid. That's a solid start to the list. Number 10. You have Nerds. I don't like Nerds. I personally don't like Nerds.
Nerds are good. Like, you get them. Oh, geez, sorry. You get in front of your friends at like school, and you just chow.
You don't eat Nerds one by one. You down the whole box.
Yeah.
If you don't down the whole box, I worry about your mental health. That's not right. Number 8, Butterfinger. Number 7, Kit Kat. Number 6 was Twix. Number 5 was Sour Patch Kids. Number 4, Skittles. Your top 3 are pretty
solid.
They're your solid go-to candies. You have Snickers, M&M's, and Reese's peanut butter cups, which can't have two of those. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that. M&M's I think should be number one.
M&M's are like the staple, but at the same time, like nowadays, like Reese's have kind of taken over, in my opinion.
The crispy or not crispy? Is it crispy?
Crispy,
Crispy M&M's. It's like the malted ones.
I think so. I don't remember.
It's in the bright green packaging.
Okay.
Those are the best. I love those. Like best candy of all time, in my opinion. They were out. They didn't make them for a long time. And then I remember.
Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna ask, what's your opinion on Payday? But you can't eat those.
Can't have it. Yeah. But in my opinion, Three Musketeers is slept on.
Oh yes,
Three Musketeers is
so good.
goated. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
For me, Three Musketeers Crunch Twix.
Ooh. How much? Do you like chocolate covered raisins?
No, I don't like raisins.
I like chocolate covered
That's
raisins.
just not me. All right, coming up next on this Sunday morning, we have your news update with Stupidiots. We have Fricked Up Florida coming up. Did this Florida man just hit a absolute dinger? Absolute dinger. Home run.
Dinger.
What happens when you go skirt on a first date? And did this Pennsylvania just find a way to drill kids in the head with Hershey's on Saturday? This is all coming up next on your weekly update brought to you by two absolute Chashes.
Events, productions, technology, broadcasting. Long ago, the four departments lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the technology department attacked. Only the general manager, master of all four departments, could stop them. When the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new general manager, a broadcaster named Sullivan. And although his broadcasting skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Sullivan can save the station.
All right, coming up first on your first news update this Sunday morning, we have your Fricked Up Florida update. How many times can I say update in like a minute? Update.
We need like a counter.
We need a counter on live. How many times does Tony say update in like the first minute of every segment?
Yes.
So coming up first, we have this Florida man. He was arrested for beating his roommate with a baseball bat over a rodent in the freezer. First of all, why was a rodent in the freezer?
That's what I want to know.
Why was a rodent? Did it die in there?
My understanding is, I think the roommate had it to feed a reptile.
All right. So the article coming up on NBC2 is that's somewhere in Florida. I couldn't find out where.
Yeah.
Fort Myers. It's right on the screen. So Fort Myers, Florida, in Marathon, Florida, I should say, a Florida Keys man was arrested Sunday for beating his roommate with a baseball bat, deputies said. According to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, 59-year-old Javier Francisco Arellano.
What a
very
name.
Italian.
First of all, what an absolute name.
Absolute name. Deputies responded to a home in the 1500 block of Copa de Oro Street, I think I said that right, where they found the 57-year-old victim with a lot of blood coming out of his head. He told authorities his roommate, later identified as Arellano, beat him up. I can't say that last name. The victim was eventually airlifted to Miami Hospital to have staples put in his head. Yada, yada, yada. He got beat up with a bat. The victim told a deputy that he had put a dead rat or mouse in a freezer to feed a pet snake.
Okay.
So
but here's the thing. Like, I don't know. If you got a snake, I don't know. I don't have a snake.
I don't have a snake.
Wouldn't you want the,
Don't you want the mouse alive?
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. Because, I mean, it gets I think it gets the snake's, like, satisfaction of, like, catching
Killing
it.
it.
Yeah.
No.
And also a frozen mouse. Because, okay, first of all, mouse is dead, right? So over time, that mouse is going to stink, right? Then you put it in the freezer. So first of all, you're
gonna you're gonna snake up your ice cream.
Yeah.
Not the ice cream.
And also, the rat's gonna freeze. So then you gotta take it out of the freezer. You gotta let it thaw before you feed your snake.
Or you just let it thaw in the cage.
Yeah, but at the same time, once the snake sees it and it's like, frozen, it's not gonna want it after it's done being frozen. Because I mean,
well, what if? Or it might be like one of those things where you how you can, I don't know if you know this, you can order butterflies off like Amazon, and they
Yeah.
come like frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen. And you just take them out and they warm up and they just fly off.
Yeah, but
Would it be
that's-
like that?
no, because a rat has like the same like.
Or is it
Well,
cold blood versus warm blood?
Yeah, I think
warm
it's.
blood?
Well, here's the thing: a rat's gonna die if you freeze it. 'Cause it's like a human. If you put a human in a cold environment for a long period of time, they're gonna die.
That's true.
It's the same with
That's
a rat.
true.
If you put a rat in a freezer for a long period of time, it's going
gonna
to
die.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean,
and I assume that the rat was already dead because I mean,
yeah.
who puts a live rat?
I'm gonna
in
put a
freeze?
live rat in my freezer. Yo, I'm gonna do that when I get back to my dorm room. I'm gonna go rat hunting out at Princess
Alright.
Point today. I'm gonna see if I can find a rat and see if I can kill it in my freezer.
The rats are. I can tell you this. It is what 20. It's 30 something outside.
They're
right now?
already frozen.
Yeah, they're already gone.
They're already gone.
They're gone.
They're already frozen. This guy's mugshot though. He
yes.
looks like a character.
He does look like. Here's the thing. His name suggests, like
Italian.
Italian.
No.
It's like a business name because if someone named Javier Francisco Arlano comes up to you, and goes,
Arellano.
I don't know how to do an Italian accent
Arellano. Javier Francisco Arellano.
like that, and goes, I'm gonna sell you something.
You didn't do it right. I'm gonna sell you something.
Yeah, like that's just like a classic.
You got to get the hand to flick. Get the accent tomorrow.
So like
I'm probably gonna get canceled over that.
Also, he is tan.
He's in Florida, but
He is in Florida, but he is another level of tan.
He's like that looks like fake spray tan level tan.
It does.
This guy,
Mhm.
he's a character. I'm gonna link this article on our Twitter at Chach_MTU.
Yeah, make sure you also check out our YouTube.
You want to plug that real quick?
Oh yeah,
while I do
YouTube.
this?
If you search up the Chach Show on YouTube, it's the first one that comes up, and we post the show every single week on there. If you want to go back and listen to your favorite parts, or listen to the rest of the show if you can only stand for a little bit. But yeah,
So, do you think what was going through his mind? I'm gonna post this in a bit, but you think what was going through his mind was, all right, guys, welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays. Game 4 of the World Series here. We have our man Francisco coming up to hit an absolute dinger. He is 4 for 4 today, coming up in the 9th inning. If he gets this home run, he will walk off
with the rat.
because of a rat.
He takes the rat home as a trophy.
Yeah, he walks up to the plate here, my guy, and he winds up. He has the bat up. The pitch comes, and it is his roommate's head that the pitcher's just pitched.
That's
and he
crazy.
swings, and he swings for the fences, and is gone. This game is over, ladies and gentlemen.
But here's the thing. Like, first of all, he got mad over a rat.
Over
right?
a rat.
So what went through his mind to be like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up this bat. I'm gonna hit my roommate with it. Like that should. I mean, that might just be me, but I'm not gonna hit my roommate over a dead rat. I may throw the rat at my roommate. Like
I may throw the rat at my. I may throw the whole freezer at my roommate. I'm not gonna swing at him with a bat.
I can see you just like go Super Saiyan mode, pick up the freezer and throw. Do you think there's a?
The
Like-
article's up, by the way, up at Chach_MTU on Twitter.
Do you think that there is a national freezer throwing competition?
Oh, that's probably I guarantee it. Probably I feel like that's like a Norwegian thing.
that
It's
sounds
not
like
even
no,
a freezer, but it's more of like they just pick up like chunks of ice and just like overhead throw them. Like Frozen. You know how they like had the pickaxes at the beginning of the movie, where it's like
Yes.
"Huh," and it was like, there was like a
mean-
whole song.
like Frozen.
Yeah. It was like Frozen, and then they would have like that song playing, and then they would take the ice back to whatever the kingdom was called. I feel like
I don't remember much of the Frozen.
that's what Norwegians do for fun is chuck ice over their heads.
That's a fair statement. Here's the thing. I watched Frozen a lot because siblings and whatever.
Oh, big sibling points there. You get sibling points for that.
But at the same time, like, I don't remember. After, like, the first one, I was like, okay. And then after that, like, I
I
don't
thought the
remember any of
second
it.
one. I watched the second one. I think the second one's better.
Well, the second one, like, I haven't watched the second one yet. But watching, like, like the ads for it and stuff, like,
it's not as cheesy as in the
Yeah.
whole romantic. Oh, I just met you, Prince Hans. I'm gonna marry you now because I want to be rich. I want to be famous.
But at the same time, like like how the characters are made and stuff like that, and like the CGI and all of that fun
Yeah.
stuff, like it is high quality.
Oh yeah.
It is a lot better.
Pixar and Disney always come out with like every movie. They come out with a list of the hardest things to animate, and Toy Story 1. The hardest thing to animate is a human, first of all. No matter
yeah.
what movie it is, the hardest thing to animate is a human because you have all those little hair molecules on your head. You have like all the little, literally everything.
Well, yeah, because like for a character, you can make whatever you want.
It's all dynamic.
Yeah, human, like you're basing it off a.
Yeah. No, but I think the hardest thing to animate in Frozen, the original was the snow.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because it's so like.
It's so fine and
Yeah, it's
you have
fine.
to get it down to the
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming up next, we have the idiot of the week. ABC Tulsa has the video. First date ended up ending. Is that correct? Is that correct grammar?
Ending up as
A high-speed chase. And like I just said, ABC Tulsa has the video.
Breaking overnight, a couple's first date ends in a police chase and an arrest.
Yeah, News Channel's Tyler Butler's been following this bizarre story from the live desk this morning. How did this thing get started, Tyler? It was what? It's just after midnight?
Yeah, 12:10 to be exact. Tulsa police say an officer tried to pull over a pickup truck near 6th and Birmingham. Real quick, I'll show you on Google Maps here, or Google Earth. It ended right here in front of TU on that Dietler Commons area, right in there. Police telling us that there was a man and a woman in the truck. They'd apparently met on a dating website, and this was their first date. TPD says it turns out the man behind the wheel,
I just want to say
His
this.
voice.
Yeah, his voice is something.
Hey
But
guys, we're gonna do some nasally ASMR today. As of Google Earth, we have Google Maps. Actually, Google Earth.
Hey, here's the thing with like, first of all, imagine like, you meet someone on like Tinder or whatever, right? And then and then you go on a date.
Google Maps. You go on Google Earth to see where they live.
And
I'm gonna do the rest of the show like this, RJ.
Please don't.
I'm gonna get really close to the mic, and I'm gonna talk really quietly, and I'm gonna do ASMR but nasal.
Please don't. I don't think anyone's listening to the show. But here's the thing. Imagine like, go on your date, whatever. You had a great time, blah, blah, blah. And then
Your date just goes up and you want to see how fast.
well, I mean, according
There's
to
two quotes that I get when I listen to this story is, but Obi-Wan, this is where the fun begins.
But here's the thing. First of all, the dude was wanted, so he ran from the police, right?
Well, if you're wanted, first of all, go the speed limit.
Yes, go the speed
We
limit.
need a segment of how to get away with crimes.
Yes,
The first lesson: go the speed limit.
yes. As two absolute chotches, we
Trust
got
me,
you.
we know. We know. Just kidding, we don't.
Just
but
kidding. Criminal record,
but-
none.
Just absolute chotch on our record.
So so the police officer tried to pull over this pickup, right? Bolted, gone.
Bolted. Not even like trying to like pull over, act innocent. No, this guy like, hold on. You want to see some real speed?
So
Right down the highway.
So he floors it, I think he ended up like at Tulsa University, right?
Yeah. He ended up at a college.
So he's now facing eluding a former conviction, obstructing an officer, possession of marijuana, and failing to stop at a stop sign charges. In addition to being held without bond for a warrant in
Did they ever drop his name in the article?
Yeah, it did. For 5 different
Brandon
traffic.
Hembry.
Yeah.
Brandon
So first of all,
Hembry.
I want to get this point out. He was driving,
Yeah. Well,
but also he has 5 different traffic
violations.
So you think they would have taken his license away?
Well, if he were to show up to court.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I think they can just deactivate your license, but I don't think they can like take it away from you.
No, they can take away your license.
Well, yeah, but like I don't think they can force you to like.
Not drive.
They can't force you.
Well, you
to...
can't. They can't force you to not drive.
Well,
You
yeah,
can just do it.
You can just do it. Like, there's nothing stopping me from throwing away my license and getting in a car and going to drive.
And
up to
I've definitely.
Calumet.
I mean, I forgot my license. Before
I've
doing it.
forgotten that.
That's a big.
Oh,
oof.
I have
It's
a
when you forget
story
your
for
license
that.
and you're just like, oh shoot, should I go back and get it? Okay, I'm too far away. What should I do?
Well, there's that really awkward moment when you go to pay in a store and you don't have your wallet.
No.
So you have to like you have like a cart full of things, and you walk up to the cashier and she like rings everything. It's worse after they ring everything up.
Yeah.
Like, because there's some times where you just don't have enough time to like get like your card or cash out.
Yeah.
And they ring everything up before you can,
Mm-hmm.
and you reach in your pockets after they rung everything up, and it's like a lot of stuff. And you
Yeah.
don't have your wallet to pay.
No,
Like,
the worst feeling in the world is when like, I mean, I have a debit card, right? And
Yeah.
I only keep a certain amount of money on it just in case if it gets stolen, like they can't do much with it. And I normally fill it up before I go into a store if I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna get certain stuff. And I didn't do this, and my debit card didn't have a lot of money in the thing. And you know, like you go to pay, you put your debit card,
Yeah.
and you do your code,
You get
whatever,
declined.
and it gets declined. You're just like, oh, this is awkward. Give me a sec. Then you take your phone out, you log into your bank.
yeah, but
transfer money.
that's not as bad as
No, that's just awkward
That's
though,
just-
because like the
yeah.
like teller doesn't know what to say or anything. You're like, that's like,
yeah.
or like they don't think you have the money, and you're just like, I have the money. It's just,
I'm not broke, I promise.
then you have that awkward moment where you're just like, I got it.
Here's my card. Here's my card. I'm so sorry.
Especially when you're me and I'm like a super awkward person,
Oh yeah, dude, you're so awkward.
and it's just
You're-
like, and it's just
we're
like,
both socially awkward.
yeah, it's very bad. You're just like, I'm sorry.
That's why we have a talk show.
Yes.
Where we don't have to talk to anyone. We
Yes.
just talk to mics. But
In
it's
a
like
booth
it's
at-
really like I feel bad for like the 16-year-olds who just now are getting like a card.
Yeah.
Like, and they go to pay and it like gets declined. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here, let me refill it on my phone.
Especially like if like, because I know like some like banks like don't allow you to fill it up on your phone. Like you
Yeah.
actually have to go in and say put this money.
That's
in.
so stupid.
And like I just imagine that like, give me a sec, I gotta run to the bank.
Give me a sec. Mom, I need your car keys to go run to the bank. I need your car keys.
When did you get? For me, I got. Well, you don't have a debit card, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a debit card. When
I know people who've had one since 12.
That's crazy.
That's too young.
yeah. I got mine when I got my. I think right before I got my driver's
We're gonna
license.
go back to doing their impression. Mom, I'm gonna go buy a pretty pink princess doll with my credit card that you just got me. I'm gonna take it to my 5th grade talent show.
Just imagine.
Seriously, you don't need a credit card at 12 years
No, you
old.
don't. Like I remember, like my parents would give me cash, and that was good
In
enough.
my throat.
R.I.P. Tony's throat. I'm taking over.
That hurt. Not gonna lie, I shouldn't do that much. Moving
Yeah,
on. We
but
gotta
the-
move on.
Yeah, the lady was released though. Like she didn't get charged for that.
No, she didn't get charged with that.
Which is kind of
She's
dumb.
innocent. Yeah, but that's just awkward.
Yes.
Moving on, we're gonna make this super quick. This Pennsylvania has built a catapult to launch candy for social distancing on Saturday for Halloween. So, imagine, right?
Yes.
That's not the right article.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
not
like
right.
the article.
But it's
I
all
don't
good.
know. That's
So-
fine. We don't need it.
But here's the thing with this, right?
Yeah.
I've seen like a bunch of like I know Disney is doing something where they have like, you know, tubes that they drop candy down.
Yeah,
into
they
your
have.
things.
I think they're doing a drive-through.
Yeah.
I know a lot of sports organizations are doing a drive-through Halloween,
Mm.
but imagine you're just walking down the street with a little Timmy at your side. You just hear,
Just to no, here's the thing, because we go to like an engineering school, right? Imagine.
you want to just catapult candy from DHH
I was
to
thinking,
Waz?
I was thinking air cannon.
like t-shirt candy.
Yeah.
Like
Because I know like normally during Halloween they the floors decorate your hall and all that, and you know.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
come through trick-or-treating through the halls and stuff like that. Just imagine a little kid goes around the hallway and some kid, you know,
it's like you don't even go out. You just kind of crack open your door behind them and you just go.
you're just like COVID with an air cannon.
No, not even. You should get like a full-on machine gun that you see mounted on a tank. You just open your door.
Tootsie Rolls.
Like you gotta get the long Tootsie Rolls.
Okay,
The
yeah,
long Tootsie
yeah.
Rolls for maximum velocity.
Because there was at MSU, I know they have like a T-shirt cannon that has like a revolving thing.
And they just
and it just like it just launches them over and over. I just imagine that. And like the best part is like you see like the one of like the cheerleaders or whoever's doing it like just like putting in the T-shirts as it's going, and her hands like almost getting cut off.
No, but like what I'm thinking is if I were to do that, I'd get like a full-on machine gun. With the long Tootsie Rolls.
Yes.
Not a bad,
as
not
you do.
a bad Halloween candy, but like still not the best.
Yes.
You open your door, you have like you put something in front of it so it stays open, and as kids walk by, you just sit with your door and you go, "Take this, little Johnny."
Just imagine if you get like you got to put a sign up first and say hold up your candy like bucket at like a 45-degree angle and I would get it in.
Yeah.
And I'm like like the little plastic like pumpkin ones that like every kid had growing up or whatever. Just imagine one kid holds it up and the Tootsie Roll not only like goes in the thing but shoots straight through.
you after the night's done, you like all the kids pass. You walk out in the hallway and the people across me, their doors just like has like it's like Swiss cheese at this point.
And like on the floor is all like the little shards from like the plastic.
If you want maximum velocity, freeze your Tootsie Rolls. If you're gonna make an M15 like a 50 cal machine gun for Tootsie Rolls.
R.I.P. Little Johnny.
All right. If you're just joining us, I feel like I should say this. If you're just joining us, we're talking about how to get the best candy weapon for social distancing on Halloween.
Yes.
My opinion is a 50 cal machine gun.
Mine is like an air cannon with max amount of candy in it, and
like, are you talking like shotgun blast? Like,
oh yeah,
Tootsie Rolls.
No, here's the thing: you get a bunch of kids in a big field, right? And you're like, hey, everyone's got to stand 6 feet apart.
You shoot it up in the air,
and whoever it lands next to gets the candy. If you don't get candy, well, that's unfortunate for you. Should have picked a better place.
So you're saying like a shotgun blast, just straight up in the air?
Yes.
With Tootsie Rolls.
Yes.
Tootsie Rolls, or what candy would you use?
Well, for my, good old days from being in a parade, during homecoming.
Yeah.
Best projectile is, like the Tootsie Roll Pops.
The Tootsie Roll. Oh, like the suckers?
The suckers.
I forgot about those.
Because I remember like I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, if you're listening, but I remember like we'd have kids on the team that like would purposely like try to chuck those things and like either like the bags or or try to hit like this curb or something and have them explode.
Yeah.
And that's like all we did like during the thing because like, I mean, it was fun and all, but like it was kind of boring for half of it because it was so long.
Yeah. Being in a parade isn't fun.
Yeah. And the worst thing I remember like when I was in marching band, right? I played tuba, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. The amount of candy that I would get in like the bell of my tuba was so annoying.
I feel like that's funny.
It was funny at first, but
I'd be the kid that would aim for the bell of a tuba.
No, the worst thing is like, we're supposed to be at the front of the parade because like marching band.
Did you have a tuba or do you have a sousaphone?
Sousaphone.
Okay.
And like you'd be in the front, right? And it'd be like the one like.
So how would you get candy if you were at the front?
Because the like the lead person or whatever would have like a bag of candy that they didn't tell anyone about and throw it out to kids. Yeah. And always it would land to the.
You weren't allowed to throw candy out anymore.
Huh?
They aren't allowed to throw candy at parades anymore. Or maybe that's just where I'm from.
They can still do it at where I'm from.
Where I'm from, you're not allowed to throw candy. So people secretly, like, they'll go around and like hand, well, obviously not this year.
Yeah.
But they'll go around and just hand it to them.
I remember, like, during football, we'd have, like, we'd have, like, the Make a Kid, like, Smile Squad.
Oh.
And they would go around with, like, full bags of candy. Whenever there was, like, a really young kid who, like, clearly wasn't getting any candy because he was, like, too young to do it.
And they'd give him a full bag of candy.
Full bag. Like, I mean, like, a full bag and a half. Because, like, you just run up with 2 bags of candy, just start dumping it in this thing.
I just dump it on him.
No, because then you get kids, like, jumping over them.
Exactly. Get them in that football spirit. You got to get absolutely tackled.
And I remember, like, trick-or-treating and all that fun stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like, you'd have, like, the person that, would trust in humanity to leave a bucket of candy out and say like take 2 please, and like you always have the one kid that just dumped the entire thing. I had a kid one time I was trick-or-treating with, and he took the entire bowl too.
Well, yeah, when it says take one, it obviously means
No, like,
take
no,
one
I mean,
entire bowl.
He took the bowl,
Yeah.
like the plastic bowl that it was sitting in. He took it with him.
I do it.
Okay,
I do it. If I'm walking around in 30-degree weather for candy, I'm getting as much value as I can. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we're gonna have the pop culture update. What streaming service? We're just gonna cut this short because we got to keep it moving. We went seriously overtime with that one. What streaming service is an absolute joke? If you don't know that, you aren't keeping up with the pop culture times, I should say.
Yes.
Like, it's pretty obvious which one. But if you don't know, we're gonna have it up for you coming up next on your Chach Show.
Are you tired of mainstream radio? Then take back your radio and listen to 91.9 WMTU Houghton, college radio at its finest.
Up next, we got your pop culture update on this Sunday morning. I just want to start out in like 5 days. One of the most recent popular shows is coming back on with season 2, The Mandalorian. I think it's gonna be good.
Yes, and you know, we have a little mascot in my dorm room.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda.
We bought a cardboard cutout of Baby Yoda, and it sits on.
Isn't it outside your room now?
No, we did it last night, but like we couldn't make it stick, and you know, like it's like a fire hazard to have something on the wall, whatever, all that weird stuff. And so like it was taped to the wall, and it kept like falling, and we were like, yeah, someone's gonna steal it, and you know, we didn't want to have to hire the Mandalorian to go steal our Baby Yoda back, but you know, it's fine. It chills on the top of my roommate's, dresser that looks down on us as we sleep.
Well, yeah, you gotta have Baby Yoda watching out for you.
Yeah, you gotta protect us, and you know.
So I actually, speaking of the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda and all that, I saw, it was a TikTok actually, of the chronological order, and I want to say that the Mandalorian comes after 4.
Yes,
I want to say
yes,
or is it? It's before. It's around 4. I think it happens during 4. Honestly,
I think so. I don't remember, but yeah.
But that's the big thing with me is most of like the animated series, so Clone Wars and Rebels, and soon to be the Bad Batch, which honestly I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be like the Clone Wars, but better.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I struggle with those shows is where they are in the timeline of Star Wars. But with the Mandalorian, it just doesn't. Any timeline other than like after 6 to me makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like they talk about the Empire being over and all that.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing because like the Empire ends and then it's just like back all of a sudden.
Well, if it's okay, so it's after 4, right? But then maybe I'm missing like a huge plot hole or something like this. But to me, it's a big plot hole. Is that in the Clone Wars they talk about the Mandalorians having they have the dark saber, that black lightsaber that I honestly think is like the coolest.
Yes.
And then in the Mandalorian, I don't know who it is, some random guy gets it. Are you looking at the order right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the order right now.
It just makes no sense to me.
So it doesn't have the Mandalorian? No, it doesn't have it here.
Wait. Oh. Just look up where the Mandalorian is in the timeline. Anyways, well, he does that. I'm going to move on from the Mandalorian because I'm going to dig myself into a hole with Star Wars fans and they're going to beat me up because Star Wars fans are violent.
So it's 5 years after the fall of Empire in Episode 4, Return of the Jedi, and 25 years before the rise of the First Order, the authoritarian regime that is surrounding you.
I didn't think the two series were that close, were they? The two.
Yeah, they're like 25 years apart. Because you remember, Vader gets old.
What?
Vader gets old.
Vader dies.
Yeah, but Vader gets very old in between those times.
What do you mean?
Because in the prequels, he's
Oh well. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Over the prequels and
Yeah.
the original
There's
trilogy.
a lot
I
of
thought you were
time.
talking the sequels.
No, the sequels are very close together.
I didn't know that. I thought they were a long time before.
Yeah, no,
Long
it's-
time in between.
Yeah, the sequels are close.
I didn't know that. Whereas like, I guess they aren't. 25 years, I guess, makes sense.
Mhm.
But to me, it seems like they're a long time
Yes.
away, like 40 years type of thing.
Yeah.
Because the amount of obviously like Luke and Leia look a lot older, and Han Solo, I should say.
So I think,
Because, like-
I think there's a good amount of time, but it's not like as much as in between the prequel and the sequel.
Yeah, the prequel and sequel. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Like you said that right? The prequel
Yeah, I
and
think
sequel.
so. I'm also very tired, so I may be
Yeah.
going very
It's
off,
early.
and I may be angering a lot of Star Wars fans, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the heck, man? How could you disrespect Yoda like that?
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
That sounds like a satanic chant.
Yeah.
You got the deep voices in the morning. All right. So what streaming service is a total joke? If you don't know this, it's Quibi. Quibi is a absolute joke. You have to, at least in my opinion, a lot of people's opinions.
Yes.
I don't know how much it is. I'm gonna get the number up right now.
So
Quibi is. I should preface this. Quibi is it's like Netflix, but
not.
it's not. It's for shortened videos, and it's not good.
It's founded by Disney.
Is it founded by Disney?
Disney and DreamWorks.
What is Disney doing?
Yeah.
What is Disney
That's a
doing?
crash and burn.
That is a big crash. You have so many like actual adults on Disney Plus that there's no point. If you wanted to put something like what's on Quibi, put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I get that you want more money. I
Yeah.
get that you need money because like COVID, but
No, Disney's fine. You gotta remember, Disney's such a big corporation that has so much money that like this is nothing to them. This is like a
they've
small-
lost a lot of money though. I'm gonna
They-
pull up the Quibi price. Keep going.
I mean, yeah, they lost a lot of money probably in this deal, but you gotta remember it's between Disney and DreamWorks. Well, it's not founded by Disney and DreamWorks. It's founded by alumni of them. Sorry, I should have rephrased that.
Yeah,
That was
it's
my bad.
by people who've quit Disney.
Yeah, but at the
So
same
they worked at Disney and
yes, but still, you think you'd learn something from working at Disney and you'd make at least a decent app.
yeah. So Quibi is $5 a month with ads, and is ad free is $8 a month. It's
That's not
down like midsummer. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
It was $11 a month for ad free and $8 a month for.
That's yeah. I wouldn't
Ads.
pay for that.
I wouldn't pay for that. There's one show. It has Ryan Reynolds. Is that the guy who played Deadpool?
Yes,
Ryan Reynolds, and it was Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, Quibi. Let's see. What is this? It was a funny name. I listened to it. Oh, make sure I say this right because if we don't, we're gonna get canceled. It is Fudda Mucka. It's a Fudda Mucka. Let's not say that.
Yeah, we
because
should-
one of
yeah.
us is gonna slip up and
Yeah.
we're gonna have a bad time with that.
Yeah.
So, Fudda Mucka. I'm saying that right.
Yes.
Is-
No swear words in
No,
that
this
statement.
is a clean PG show.
Yes.
Please don't cancel us, FCC.
Um.
No, so it's a hit. That was honestly one of their biggest selling points is that they had two A-list actors, Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson, in the show actually.
Yeah.
Or is it a movie?
I don't know.
It's an animated series.
Okay.
So it's animated, but it goes off their show, The Hitman's Bodyguard, where I think it's Samuel Jackson is Ryan Reynolds' bodyguard. Hold
I
on,
don't know.
let me pull this up.
I never watched.
The Hitman's Bodyguard. So the Hitman's Bodyguard is pull up. Yeah. So the world's top protection agent is called upon to guard the life of his mortal enemy. So there are two rivals. One's I don't know who plays who.
I don't know. I've never
seen it. It looks good. It's a comedy.
Okay.
Obviously, you have Ryan Reynolds in it. Him and Deadpool is.
Have you ever heard the story about how he got Deadpool to work?
Didn't he like?
He leaked the trailer.
Yeah.
Like they filmed it and he really wanted to do it, and so he leaked the video so that he could like actually do the movie, and it like got everyone freaked out about it, and then it happened.
Oh, so he used like people knew him, So he leaked the video of him
No.
doing it, and they got
No.
more excited.
He claims that it wasn't him who leaked it, but he didn't deny that it wasn't him who leaked it.
So he pulled a Tom Holland.
Yes.
Tom Holland, if you guys don't know, the listeners, if you don't know, he is the Spider-Man actor
Yes.
in all the recent Spider-Man movies since Civil War.
Yes.
Civil War.
Yes. Yes.
Civil War. He is notorious. He spoiled.
Oh no, he is so bad at keeping a secret.
He's so bad at keeping a secret. Any interview he does, he spoils the movie.
Well, no, here's the thing.
He's got
Disney apparently now for all of his interviews make the interview agree that he can't do live interviews.
no. They go back and edit his interviews to make sure.
And there was a video, I forget where it was, but he had an interview and he had another interview right afterwards. And he was like, "Yeah, this interview beforehand, I spoiled the movie."
Yeah.
And they
They had to go in and
no, they deleted the entire interview.
He's gone on record joking around saying
Yes.
that he's he's done an interview and they actually had to kill the interviewer because he spoiled Endgame.
And
it was an Endgame.
Yeah, and there was the video that he posted on his Instagram, or he's live or something like that, opening a package, and it was the poster for
It was the
Endgame.
poster, yeah.
And on the back it said, "Confidential, do not show anyone." And he's looking at the thing, and he
It's
flips.
okay, that's all. I guarantee you, Disney did that on purpose. He had. There's no
Yeah.
way you can be stupid. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that celebrities are stupid, but a lot of them have lapses of judgment.
Yes.
Having a lapse of judgment that bad, that's not true. That is all a marketing.
It could
stunt.
be, yeah.
It's 100%.
But still, it's kind of
funny.
funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. I think that if it was honestly unplanned, that's hilarious.
Yes, and then there was they assigned another actor to do all his interviews with him, and I think it was
It was him.
no, it was
it was
Benedict Cumberbatch.
It was the entire Marvel cast for not Endgame, but Infinity War.
Yeah, but then he also got assigned to Benedict Cumberbatch, who is literally the king of not spoiling stuff.
Yeah, no. And then he spoiled something right in front of him.
Yes.
It didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
I think Benedict put his hand over his mouth or something like
No,
that.
he just went dead silent. He just he just blank stared at the camera. He was like, how did this young Tom Holland's what, 25?
Something like that.
maybe.
Something,
Not
yeah.
maybe not even 20. The guy has a baby face.
Yes.
This guy looks like he's about 12.
Mhm.
He looks like all the new. He looks like everyone who just gets drafted. I don't know if you've seen this. Everyone who gets drafted into a major sports organization looks like babies.
Yes. Compared to the other people that
Compared
are in
to the major celebrities in every sport, they look
Yeah.
like babies. They look like they're 12.
Yeah.
Tom Holland looks. How do I say this nicely? He looks like a toddler.
He does look very young.
He talks like a toddler.
But I mean, I think he's 20-ish.
One second.
I know he was the first Spider-Man actor to be actually a teen.
No.
Yes.
24 years old. No.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, what he was in?
Or he-
I guess 5 years.
Yes,
ago
he was
Civil War.
also the youngest.
When did
Spider-Man.
His birthday is June 1st, 1996. When did Civil War come out? May 6th, 2016. So 4 years ago.
Yeah.
He would have been 19.
Yeah.
He would have been 19.
Mhm.
Wait, does May come before June?
Something like
January, February, March, April, May. It does. He would have. He is the first Spider-Man actor to actually act as a what?
I love how you counted that out in your hand. January, March, April, May.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know my months. Months are hard. So is the alphabet.
Yeah.
No. So he would have been 19 when he would have been 19 filming it.
Yeah.
And he would have still been 19 when
Yeah.
when it came out. So we got off topic there.
Yes.
From Quibi, but Quibi is going down. No surprise to anyone who knows Quibi. It's yeah. All right, coming up next at now past the top of the hour. What has almost gotten this elementary school, I think, or middle school kid arrested 3 times? What did the former Google CEO? What did the former Google CEO say about YouTube? And what colors the sky in Minnesota? That's just interesting right there. We'll have all of that up for you here in a second. It is 9:06 a.m. on October the 25th, 2020 and you're listening to WMTU 91.9 FM Houghton. And this is the Chach Show. If you're new,
yeah.
this is the Chach Show.
Absolutely.
There's no explanation needed
Yes.
to that name. We are two absolute Chaches. Just trying to bring light to your murky
Sunday morning.
murky Sunday morning. It's a good week though. It's Halloween on Saturday.
Yes.
If you're just joining us, you missed the first half of the show, which is okay. It's up on our YouTube. What is it? Chach?
If you look up Chach Show, it's the first
Chach
one that
Show.
comes
It's
up.
the first one that comes up. Cool. We have a Twitter at Chach_MTU, and you can contact us there or at ChachShowMTU@gmail.com. Something like that.
It's all on the Twitter.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Just go to our Twitter at Chach_MTU, and you can contact us if you wanna feature. So, up first, we have your news update. The second news update this Sunday morning. The first one we talked about, Florida man hitting a dinger with his roommate's head. Interesting story. Interesting. We talked about a first date ending up in a NASCAR race, pretty much on the streets of Tulsa, Florida. Not Tulsa, Florida. Tulsa. Where's Tulsa? Tulsa.
I don't know. It's early.
Tulsa. Why do I feel like it's like Iowa? Oklahoma,
yeah.
same thing.
It's one of those things.
It's one of the Midwest states.
It's one of the-
not
it's-
Midwest.
it's
It's one of the
somewhere.
central United States. And we've talked about we talked about the best weapon to use when giving kids candy on Saturday.
As you do.
Yeah, of course. If you don't absolutely drill kids in the head with Tootsie Rolls, you're doing something wrong. So up first on the second news update, the father of a 7th grader says his son was warned of possible arrest after missing 3 Zoom calls.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. If you're a teacher, first of all, if you're a teacher and you call, did they call the police?
I think they sent a letter. It says here.
A 7th grader in California was threatened with arrest after missing 3 Zoom classes. Mark Mastrov says he recently received a letter from the Stanley Middle School in Lafayette, California, saying that his son had been absent for more than 30 minutes on 3 occasions without a valid excuse. And under California law, the letter reads, that means his son is considered a truant. He can become a truant.
What does truant mean?
It means you're a delinquent.
You're
so there's truancy officers. And they just they go around making sure you're attending class because you should. Because school's good sometimes. He can become a truant of the state and he could be arrested. Mastrov, Russian. Mastrov has a son. Told CNN affiliate KGO TV, the father said, "You are going to come and try to arrest my son at home, or fine me, or not getting him to his Zoom class, perfectly on time every day."
And here's the thing that I have a problem with this. First of all, they can get fined up to $2,000
for missing Zoom. What if he's
or
just
go
in
to
the
jail.
bathroom? What if he's lactose intolerant like you are, Jay?
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
he has to go to the bathroom for an hour and a half every time.
It's not my fault that I'm lactose intolerant.
It's not my fault. I have a nut allergy.
Okay, but here's the thing. That's crazy. Like
$2,000?
$2,000 for missing a Zoom class.
$2,000.
I've missed a Zoom class up here a few times. Well, once or twice, just because
Are you skipping class, RJ? Are you a truant?
Okay, in my defense, I wasn't
You're an
told.
adult.
I wasn't told that, we have a class every Tuesday, Thursday, and I wasn't told that we have another class on Monday at 8 a.m. for a
Recitation,
whatever it's called. I don't know. And I didn't know about it, and I didn't show up. And then my group texted me and was like, "Why'd you show up?" And I was like, "Well, didn't know it was a thing."
Get wrecked. The letter states that because the boy is now classified as a truant, so he's officially a truant in the state of California. The school district is required to inform his parents that they could be prosecuted if they don't compel their son to attend school, and that their son could potentially be subject to arrest.
That's crazy.
Oh, this hurts my brain.
Just imagine, you know how you like to put down your criminal record, right? Just imagine putting in your criminal record.
What's your criminal history for your
imagine
for your
applying to our
McDonald's?
job. And just I got arrested when I was in middle school.
7th grade because I missed a Zoom class 3 times. He doesn't even miss it. It says it says he just isn't present for 30 minutes of it. So is his camera off or?
Yeah, or he might have just not joined, or like here's the thing, because imagine like I know like where I'm from, there's some kids like the internet connection is spotty wherever they live because country.
Yeah.
Just imagine like your internet goes down, you can't join the Zoom class, and then all of a sudden the police show up and go, "You're arrested." And it's like I can't.
Especially if this is Northern California. If this is Northern California, that is all mountains.
Yes, that's true.
It's like you have like L.A., San Francisco, and what else in the South? Another city. L.A. Did I say L.A.?
Yeah.
L.A., San Francisco. What's another one? What's the big cities in California?
Oakland.
I'm blanking on California city names. But as soon as you get to the northern part of California, it's all like it's mountains, it's country. It's like
It's Lafayette, California.
Yeah.
Let's see where that is.
Where's Lafayette? Is it Lafayette? Lafayette?
Whatever.
Where's that? Is it zoom out there?
So it's
Oh,
San
it's-
Francisco. It's San
oh.
Francisco.
Okay, so he shouldn't have any
He's-
problems.
Well, I mean, you can have like financial problems and stuff like all that.
And you don't have Wi-Fi, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like if you're in San Fran, if
Yeah.
you're in
You can go to a coffee shop.
if you're in Southern California, there should be absolutely no. If you're near a big city, there should be no reason why you don't have internet connection. So I know teachers may require like cameras being on during class because they want to see you. I never do that.
for my cam. Anyone that's listening,
Don't
that's
you
like,
have a?
I have a pug that
I thought you had the duck.
I turn on the duck when I'm in chem.
What happened to the duck squad?
I don't even know. It was like a one-time
I
thing,
missed the
and then.
duck squad.
But yeah, so we
is it
have
on
I have a little pug that goes up on my camera when I'm in class because like I don't want to show my face, and the pug's like wearing a suit and tie. It looks very official.
Very classy.
Very classy. Yeah, and I've kind of been known for that by now.
Yeah.
Like people come,
I know you're definitely known for the duck zone too. Or
Yeah.
the duck squad.
people come up to me and go like, "What's up with the pug?" I'm like, "I just don't want to show my face," and they're like, "Oh, that's
it's
fair."
the pug.
It's the pug.
Why? Pug's not hug. Or pug's not drugs. Not pug's not
Yeah,
hugs.
pugs not drugs.
Pugs not drugs. Give pugs not drugs. All right. This kid, he is officially now a truant. But we don't
Imagine
know
that
why.
title.
We don't know. Like the article just says, or the reasoning that he's now a truant is now he's been absent for more than 30 minutes on 3 occasions. So I wonder if that also applies to actually in school.
Yeah.
If you're not in class for 30 minutes. What if you're just tardy for 30 minutes? 3
could be.
times.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, imagine, like, your parents can sign you out. Like,
Yeah.
if he was in school and his parents signed him out,
Do you think you can like get called out of a Zoom class? Do you think like your parent has to like you think their teacher gives like their cell phone number like during the syllabus and like if you guys need to leave Zoom class, you guys can call me here or have your parents call me and you guys can leave class. But make sure your parents call me. You don't just hit that red button because I want to see your beautiful little faces.
here's the problem: you can no longer fake being sick.
Bet.
'Cause
Is that
your
a
parent-
challenge? Are you challenging me to fake? Oh, I probably shouldn't.
Because here's the thing: you can be like, "Mom, I'm not feeling good," and she's like, "Well, good thing it's online because I don't even have to go into school. You can just take it on your computer."
Mom, I have a concussion. I have a concussion and I have the flu. I can't look at bright screens for a week.
That's your best bet.
If you get a concussion during this time and you can't look at screens, you're more screwed than
You're gonna have to
any
do
other time
all
in your life.
audio, and that's gonna be
Not even
challenge.
all audio. You can't even like get your work
That's true.
unless
yeah.
you have like someone print it off for you.
Yeah.
But you still have to. I don't know. I've had probably a major concussion.
I mean,
that
I've had
never gotten checked
concussions.
out. Can you like think during a concussion? Like, does it?
It's very foggy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like everything you do is you think in the moment, and then afterwards, like you don't remember thinking about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I know when I fun fact, I got a concussion this summer, and I was out for like a week.
No, more than a week.
It was okay. I mean,
Mentally, you were out for a long
Yeah.
time. You're still out of it.
but so like I'm working. I was like staying in the infirm because I was working at a summer camp, whatever. And like it was like because like I remember like getting hit in the head. I remember somewhat of the next few hours, and then we had a campfire, and I remember like doing one of the camp songs, and I remember like almost throwing up.
Yeah.
Because confused,
Concussions.
yeah, all that. And don't remember getting I don't really remember. I remember hopping on my bike, but I don't remember actually getting to the infirm. I remember parts and bits of like, you know, like the tests they give and all that fun stuff. And then I remember like going to the hospital
And then getting checked out.
and I don't remember getting checked out.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I remember like leaving. I don't remember like all the paperwork and all that.
Yeah. So basically, don't get a concussion.
Yeah, it's not
during
fun.
online school, or just don't get a concussion at all.
Don't get a concussion.
Don't get a concussion at all.
Really don't get a concussion.
So
Be
moving
safe.
on, moving on from this truant that is in Southern California, we have Eric Schmidt. If you don't know, he's the former CEO of Google. He now says YouTube is a mistake.
I kind of disagree with that. Mostly because YouTube...
He doesn't say YouTube is a mistake. He says being a star, YouTube progresses the more idiotic side of people.
Yes.
Is what he's saying. It brings out the idiots. Mm-hmm. So Eric Schmidt, who bought YouTube for a premium, who owned it for a while before, I don't know who it is. It's a girl now.
Wojciechowski, something like that.
Wojciechowski.
Wojciechowski.
That's a sports person.
I don't know.
I don't know her name. You want to look it up? So, well, he does that. Eric Schmidt, who bought YouTube for a premium, thinks social networks are amplifiers for idiots, which makes sense. What's her name?
Susan Wojciechowski.
Wojciechowski.
Yeah.
I knew it was some W name.
Yes.
So he thinks. I'm trying to think this through.
Here's the thing I have with YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a good platform to, you know...
It's a good platform in itself. Like, the original idea, great idea.
Great idea. But I feel like now we have, like, you know, the influencers and stuff like that. And I feel like they exploit YouTube a lot.
Oh, they 100% do.
And
then they complain when they don't get enough money when they're just... You're not working for a job. You're literally just posting videos.
yeah, and here's the thing. Yes, they're entertainment. Yes, I mean, I will watch some videos.
Yes.
But I'm not, like... I'm glad that I don't have to pay for these things.
I'm also... Yeah, it's free. But,
It's free.
It amplifies... It
They're
said it amplifies your
idiotic.
ideas. It amplifies every action to such an extreme.
And it causes, like, I don't know, it causes a lot of drama a lot of the times.
I'm sorry, but if you have drama with someone over, like, TikTok, that's a major thing with me. If you have drama with someone over TikTok, that's, like, the major celebrities. I don't know who it is. It's probably, like, Bryce Hall and, like...
Whatever.
Whoever, Lil Huddy. Those are the only two guys that I know on TikTok. There's so much drama.
Yeah, no, it's bad. And
What-
like now a lot of them have
drives it?
transferred over to YouTube now, where like they'll post videos and stuff like that, and it will cause
And they'll
people
be like,
getting mad.
This is what this guy did. This is what this girl did.
And, like-
they're so against each other. What's going to happen? Like, nobody cares.
Yeah, and
Nobody
like
cares.
they're also like not the greatest influence on the youth because like I mean you watch these kids go like
They're literally our age.
yeah
You think like we have, like 15-year-old, like people 2 years younger than us look up to people that are our age, 18, 19,
Yes,
20.
yeah.
They look up to people our age. Like you think they're all knowing? They're literally only famous because you hit a button
Yeah.
and that said follow. They're not all knowing.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to them.
I mean like I'm not all knowing. I don't know everything.
Exactly.
Same. I mean
So
like
why do you think Dixie D'Amelio knows everything? Because she has a song called "I Don't Want to Be Happy."
yeah.
Like, you think Billie Eilish is all knowing because she has a song that emo 14-year-old girls listen to? She's not.
Hey, don't diss Billy.
I'm gonna diss Billie. Her music isn't good. Her voice is good. Her music isn't good.
Yeah.
Hot take. If that made you mad, get over it.
I mean, that's a fair statement. I feel like she has a
great
very,
singer.
she's a good, amazing singer. She reminds me a lot of like, kind of young Ariana Grande, where like she doesn't really know what she wants to do yet.
Did you just say Ariana?
Something like that, whatever.
Did you just say Ariana?
Here's the thing,
Is that like the new shoe by Nike? You have the Air Jordans and you have the Air Ianas.
Here's the thing, my sister has a friend that's name is that, so I'm used to saying that at this point.
It's Ariana.
Yeah, but here's the thing, she like I feel like once she like fully finds like her taste of music, like I think she's getting close. But once she finds
don't
that
like
and
her
she starts
music.
like I don't know, I feel like if she branches out and does other types of music,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really good. But
Yeah, but it's like the fact that you look up to her is
yeah, like here's
okay.
the thing,
I get that you like enjoy her music and like
Yeah.
you like she's famous, Woo! That's so cool. I can't get my woos out today.
Woo.
Woo! There it is.
Here's the thing. Influencers, like, you gotta remember, these people
These
were
are people that are just famous.
these people got
They aren't
boosted
influencers.
into being famous from a young age. They don't know everything.
They
If you
it's-
wanna look up to someone,
look up to like a president. Or
a
like,
president. Look up to
Or, you know, someone who's actually done something with their life.
someone who's like gone out and
doesn't
gotten
just,
education.
And doesn't just do, wait, renegade. There's 3 dance moves on TikTok. There's the mop, the dice roll, and then like the whoa.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. If you want to prove me wrong, DM us on Twitter at
Yes.
Chach_MTU. But there's 3 dance moves there's 3 dance moves in general. Like any time period, really.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh man, that's my take on YouTube and social influencers. They're stupid. Shouldn't have like, I get it if you want to watch them for humor and entertainment, but you shouldn't be making a life off of
Yeah.
making drama with other people your age that are across the country. Like, imagine if I just said, man, which I've been saying, but imagine if I said, like, on Twitter or on YouTube and I got famous, Bryce Hall is a doo-doo head and shouldn't, and, you know, he's dating this chick, but I saw him hanging with this chick. People get famous off that.
Yeah.
If you're middle,
they're called what, drama influencers or whatever, where they just deal with drama.
on what is it?
Drama alert.
Drama alert.
Yeah.
Good morning, this is Keemstar. This is your drama alert. All right, moving on from the social media influencers who shouldn't be famous. Colorado, obviously everyone knows a
Wildfire.
a gender reveal has started this major wildfire that's moving pretty much across the country at this point. Starting in California, and I think it's the same one in Colorado at this point
Might be.
because it's so dry.
Yeah.
The Colorado wildfire smoke has turned the Minnesota sky and the snow orange.
I think that there was one point where it like turned Michigan skies orange.
I don't remember. I feel
No,
like,
that was the dust
okay,
storm. The dust storm.
The
was-
dust storm. Don't get me wrong here. Like, it's bad.
Yes, it's bad.
Excuse me. I gotta.
And here's the thing with wildfires.
Yeah.
Like, it is hard to control them
It's yeah.
because they're remote, hard to get to. You need a lot of water, especially over there. Like, there's not a lot of water. That's one of the problems that they have is like all the land is very dry.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's just dry at this point because it's that time of year where everything's dead,
yeah,
but it's not snowy with snow's water, so
yeah,
that's not on the ground to keep things in control. But
yeah. I'm hoping that once it gets colder over there and like gets more rainy and snowy,
Yeah.
that like it will kind of go away. But
well, I mean Washington's fine because Washington is literally rain 24/7. Washington is the England of the United States with constant rain and overcast like we've had
fair.
for the past 3 weeks here.
hey, it's been nice though. You gotta lie. You can't.
The overcast?
No, I like snow.
Oh, the snow's nice.
Yes.
But it's like, this is my least favorite time of year when it's like everything's dead and
Yeah.
it's just gray.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun. So Minnesota is now orange, which okay, it's probably like, it's bad, right? Don't get me wrong. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. It's bad, but it's probably like, I'm a photographer. I would love to go get pictures, like go find a picture of like orange sky.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
I feel like that'd be so cool. Is it the clouds that are orange? I'm assuming.
Most
it's not
likely.
like the blue pigment in the sky that's
I mean, we could.
reflected off the atmosphere. It's like, can we pull up a picture of the Minnesota orange sky?
I mean, you can see like in this photo here, you can see like the smoke.
That's just the smoke layer.
Yeah, it's
I
the
wanna
clouds.
see-
It's the clouds that are orange.
Okay, so it literally looks like the sky's on fire.
Yes.
It's
Because
just
it's the clouds.
it looks like
When
the
we talk
dust
about
storm.
clouds, it is smoke.
It's not clouds, it's smoke. It looks like a dust storm from
Yes.
like the 30s.
Yes.
In the 1930s. It is just like, I feel like everything that's gone wrong in the past century is happening in 2020.
It's
You
yes.
have a plague, like what was it, smallpox in 20s?
Yes.
You had the smallpox, which is now COVID. You have the dust storms, which is now a wildfire. You have
The cicadas.
there's cicadas
There were cicadas in I think Africa.
in the 20s.
No, but like there was a thing, I forget what it was, but it was like,
Well, oh, okay, I'm thinking of locusts back in like the 1300s.
well, it was like one year there was the plague, there was a
Yeah,
a disease, there was
smallpox.
fires, and then there was
Fires.
cicadas, and then there was a world war, and it happened twice before that, and now it,
And now everything's happening in 2020.
yeah,
You have killer hornets, wildfires,
mm-hmm.
COVID, coronavirus,
Did you see that?
World War III breaking out.
Did you see that? There's a scientist who attached like chips to the killer hornets and then releases them to hopefully find where their nests are.
Chips?
Like little, like microchips.
I
that
thought you meant
track.
like potato chips.
No.
I just pictured a scientist stapling like a killer hornet with a Lay's potato chip.
And like he lost one of them. he like attached one of the chips to it, and then he lost the killer hornet. And so,
How? How do you lose a killer hornet? How do you lose a killer hornet?
and the chip too.
Apparently, people are. I just saw something actually this morning while I was waiting before the show started in the studio. There was a vacuum. They've now vacuumed them out of their hives.
Yeah,
It's a giant suction tube.
well, that's how you get rid of bees generally. Is
Really?
You get a vacuum.
I thought you spray them.
I mean, you can spray them, but like you
I
just
didn't
use
know
a
you
vacuum
vacuum
and
them.
it works faster.
Yeah.
I remember
But-
when we worked at the summer camp, right?
Yeah.
You know, we had
Bees.
wasp.
I lived above a wasp nest. The guy I shared the cabin with, got stung multiple times.
Yeah. Well, we took wasp spray, and
Yeah.
when I was working one time,
The amount of money we spent on wasp spray for the two of us. We had two people in our cabin.
you know, you could have just talked to.
Oh, we did. Didn't
Oh,
work. They were there the whole summer.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I made the mistake of going there once and I got chased. I was trying to go into the cabin and I got chased back down the stairs and I had to run around to my side. Because I made the mistake of going in that door once.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Up next, we got your sports news from around the leagues. Mark your calendar for Wednesday because it is a big day for all of baseball and just in general because I feel like food. Mark your calendars for Wednesday. This is all up next on your Chach update.
Look out, Scooby, the ape man! Gangway! I got it!
That's WMTU. It's Wim2. We're going ape.
Love that liner.
Oh, school.
Boys, ice cubes. I think we got a WMTU Chach Show. Coming up first on your sports news update, whatever, your catch up with the sports news in the past week. We're gonna start out with the NHL. So they have recently rumored their plan to come back from COVID for the 2020-2021 season. That is a lot of 20s.
That is a lot.
We're gonna be for the next 10 years. It's going to every time you say a date is going to be 2020, 2020, 2020, 20. Let's like
No, people are just gonna start saying it's one.
what? It's just one. We're gonna start over the century. It's not just one.
Yeah. No, I feel like people are either gonna go it's one or they're gonna go 21.
21. Yeah.
Let's meet 2021 season.
But that just sounds like you're saying 2021.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the thing. As soon as we get past this year, it's going to be 21, 22. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So their plan has been rumored. If you don't follow NHL, there's usually 4 divisions. You got the Metro, the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Central. Their plan is to get rid of the Central Division. At least that's what is rumored in all the plans. The Central Division is now gone, and there's now going to be 3 American divisions and 1 Canadian, because Canada and the U.S. are separate entities with COVID laws. So they're going to absolutely get rid of the traveling over the border, at least for the next season. What are you gonna say?
Here's the problem I have with this, right? First of all, a lot of it, I don't know, I feel like the NHL is gonna turn into America versus Canada league.
It already is. Already is. You got so many rivalries across the borders.
Yeah.
Especially on the East Coast is notorious for rivalries, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know hockey, you have the biggest sport rivalries, I think in almost any sport, are in the East.
Yeah.
Well, except for basketball, but that's different.
Basketball is just
Basketball,
so
you got Lakers,
confusing.
Celtic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But NHL, you got Boston versus Montreal. So there's a battle you won't be getting this season probably. You have, let's see, what else is there? I mean, Canada also has its rivalries over in the West Side.
I don't know professional sports, fun fact. So yeah,
I'm just gonna be talking here to no one. So you won't get this. So Edmonton, Alberta will be getting a lot more rivalry games, which is good. No, I guess really a lot of you won't be getting like the Canadian side of hockey.
Yeah.
And that's really what drives hockey is the Canadian side.
Isn't Houghton like the founder of professional hockey?
Houghton is this is where professional hockey originated. So I'm just gonna go through the divisions real quick. The Central Division maybe no more, at least for the next season. The Metropolitan Division, where Washington, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or Philadelphia, those teams are located. There's no changes there. So the Atlantic, well, obviously, Canadian teams have their own Canadian division, obviously, because they can't travel across the border. You have the Atlantic / now Central, which includes the Predators, Blackhawks, and Blues.
Yes.
Nashville Predators, Chicago Blackhawks, and the St. Louis Blues. They will be going to play in the East against the Red Wings, who are trash, absolute trash.
Yes.
Versus Tampa, the Stanley Cup winners, and all that. And then moving to the Pacific Division, you have the Stars, Dallas Stars, Colorado Avalanche, and the Minnesota Wild going to go play teams like the Vegas Golden Knights, who just released the absolute worst jerseys. If you don't have a picture of them, look up a picture. RJ, do you want to pull up a picture? Yeah, I want your opinion on these jerseys. So Golden Knights, make sure you get the third jerseys. The tarps, the gold ones. The gold ones.
These?
Yes.
Well.
They look like a kid has spilled their kindergarten glitter.
Yeah.
Over
That's
a
not
tarp.
good. That's not good.
It's so.
Here's the thing. You can have
great jerseys.
Golden Knights,
there's so much potential.
Yeah, especially if you get like a good graphic designer.
There's so much
You could
potential.
literally put a full suit of armor on your jersey.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It'd be if you put time and effort into your jerseys.
This is
so good.
This is just so bland.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So when the Vegas Golden Knights were put into the league, I knew about them. They stole my team's goalie. I'm not happy about it, Marc-Andre Fleury. I don't know how to say this. They revealed the jerseys. I was super hyped about the team. Their jersey reveal, the gray ones that you're looking at right there.
Yeah.
I expected so much more.
Yes.
I like the gray. I like the black. It's the red. The red is what gets me.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Why the red band?
Why the red? Like, what's so special about red?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you keep it white? What was wrong with white?
Mm. And it doesn't. I mean, it's not even the team colors.
No, the team colors are gold, gray, and white.
Yeah. So it's why?
Where does the red come from?
Yeah. And they even have it in the neckline too.
Yeah. There's so much wrong with the Vegas marketing team. Oh, it's so bad. And then the Vegas Las Vegas Golden Knights. If you look it up, RJ, if you want to look up just put red jersey in. It looks like a Pee-wee team. Images, maybe? Let's see if they have it up. Click on that top one right there. Maybe?
This one?
Yeah. It looks like a Pee-wee hockey jersey. It looks like something I would have worn 10 years ago.
What I want to know is, what is that center logo? It's like two
the center
swords
logo?
and
yeah. It's so that's they took that from their a minor team that's in Vegas.
Okay.
To pay respects to them. It looks like if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tried to modernize and
Tom Brady on the ice.
Tom Brady playing hockey. I want to see that. This guy, Tom Brady, is just old. He's a dinosaur. I want to see Trace McSorley play hockey.
Oh, he'd be amazing. Trace McSorley can pick up any sport.
Oh, 100%. This guy would put sauce. He would take the sauce out of the can. Like absolutely saucy. This guy, no, the sty would be nasty. The sty would be nasty. He'd burn down some barns with him playing hockey. All right, moving off hockey because we've talked about jerseys for the past 7 minutes, whatever. The NFL. Daniel Jones, if you don't know, Daniel Jones is the quarterback for the New York Giants. He got drafted, I think, like number 6 last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When he wasn't even projected like to go in the first 3 rounds. This, it's the New York Giants. What can I say? New York Giants suck. So does the whole NFC East. So Dallas, Philadelphia, New York, and I think it's the Jets. It could be. It is the Jets.
I don't know sports.
I want to say it's the Jets. It's like the 4 worst teams in NFL.
Okay.
Like one of them has to make it in the playoffs, and I think the best record they're like 2-4, like
So,
1-4-1.
Okay.
So it's like take Detroit sports teams, and then you got to pick one of them to go play in the playoffs.
Okay. So
If you don't follow sports,
who are we picking?
who we picking? Pistons.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Lions.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hot take. It's the Lions. So Daniel Jones had a 70 plus yard scramble out of the pocket in Thursday's game.
Oh yeah.
70 yard rush. This guy gets to the 15-yard line and
Trips.
he doesn't even trip. He falls.
Yeah.
He trips over air. I get that a quarterback isn't like the most athletic person, right? They just throw a
Well,
ball.
no, quarterbacks are athletic, but it's arm.
It's all arm. Like they're not made for
They're not
speed,
made
right?
for
Like a
running.
running
Besides
back,
besides
a wide receiver.
what's his name?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, besides Lamar Jackson.
And Trace McSorley.
Yeah. Of course.
Trace McSorley is a legend. He 10 yards, Daniel. Danny boy. 10 yards. All you had to do, 10 yards is nothing.
It's really
30
nothing.
feet. All you had to do was keep running.
Yes.
All you had to do was just run.
The highlight, the best video I've seen this week is when the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, I really wish I had an overtime. And then they hit a button and
That commercial is the best commercial of all time.
Yes, agreed.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10. One day we'll talk about the top 10 commercials.
Yes.
Moving on, because Daniel Jones is a complete joke and shouldn't get any airtime on this show, even though we just talked about him. Antonio Brown is coming back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. RJ, do you know about Antonio Brown?
I do know about Antonio Brown.
So he is a major joke and shouldn't be in the NFL. Hot take. Every NFL fan agrees with that.
He's isn't he like a big baby pretty much?
He's not a baby. He's just dumb.
Okay.
He is a state, like when you hear about people joking about the NFL and how I'm just gonna say they don't treat their wives or girlfriends right, because that's been a big thing. Really, right? Now Antonio Brown, he is the staple for that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's rumored to have onset of CTE, which is you just have holes in your brain.
Yes.
You've lost so many brain
it's from
cells.
major concussions.
Yes.
So it's donkey concussions.
He is going back to Tampa with Tom Brady. He is having a reunion. They played one game together in I think it was 2018.
Here's the thing. I remember watching Antonio Brown when he was like in his prime.
Oh, he was on the Steelers. I loved watching it. He
Imagine
was so good.
him, Tom Brady, like when
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, him, Tom Brady, and Gronk, and Mike
Unstoppable.
Evans. I don't think not Mike Evans, but
Whatever, but it's unstoppable.
unstoppable. They would have the New England Patriot dynasty. I just stuttered for so long.
Yeah.
They would have been a dynasty,
Yes.
but
Agreed.
obviously they weren't.
It'd be the Golden State of NFL.
Yeah, they would have been the Warriors, but better.
Yeah.
They would have won so much more. So he's returning with Tampa Bay to the reunion of AB and TB. 5 years ago, this would have been an unstoppable duo.
Yes.
But anyways, he's coming back, and he's not a good person. He's gonna get even more concussions, and he is going to become a worse person.
Yes. It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Don't get concussions.
You're gonna play a physical sport. Wear a helmet.
Yeah, like even like I don't know, like concussions are a serious thing. Like don't get concussions.
Yeah, they're just not fun. Yeah. So moving on from the NFL, the NBA, they plan to return in December, which could pose a few problems here for for the players. So if you remember, over the summer, there was a big fight between the MLB and their players about salaries for the COVID season.
Okay.
They want the NBA player or MLB players wanted to have their full salary, but only play 60 games.
Oh.
The Players Association was like, nope, we're not paying you $80 million to play 3/4 of a season. You can get 3/4 of that pay. So it's just, what's up?
I said we'll see what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
You remember the old NBA lockout?
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen.
It might happen just because nobody knows what's gonna happen. They're like we just said 10 minutes ago, the NHL has released has been rumored to have their season divisions realignment. The NBA has no plans for that as of now. There's like 8 million divisions in the NBA. That's the two things. NBA and NFL divisions, I have no idea. I'm clueless on this.
There's 2.
Well, no, I mean, like, there's different divisions there's Eastern and Western Conference. But
Yeah.
then there's different divisions in the NBA, MLB, and NFL. I have no idea. Moving on, the MLB, this is what we're talking about here. Mark your calendars for Wednesday. It is officially returned. It's the official return of Steal a Base, Steal a Taco from Taco Bell. Obviously, don't go in there with a gun and demand a taco.
Please don't do that.
Hey, this guy stole a base.
We're not.
Give me a taco.
We're not condoning this action.
Please don't. It's on Wednesday. If Mookie, I'm butchering that name. I think it's Mookie. If Mookie Betts steals a base to go, if he steals a base, which
we're going.
We're 100% going, RJ. If he steals a base on Wednesday, you go to Taco Bell right after he does that, and you go get a free Doritos Locos Taco.
Those are good.
I'm not a fan. You can have mine. I'm not a fan of those. But if he does steal a base, go get a free taco. Mark your calendars. Wednesday night. Probably go. I think it's after. I think you have to go after the game.
Okay.
You have to go after the game, which it's whatever. You get a free taco, like we just said. And news out of the MMA. Khabib, I'm gonna.
Oh, let's hear it.
I'm gonna butcher
Let's
this.
hear it.
Khabib Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov.
I don't know.
Armageddon.
Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov.
Okay.
Has retired. He has retired. Lost. What's the word? Undefeated. Undefeated. 2 nights ago.
Tony's struggling.
I'm really struggling. That name really threw me for a loop. He has retired 29-0-0 after his fight win over Justin Gaethje.
Another hard last name.
Man, it's not even like, okay, so there's Russian players in all leagues, right? And there's people from all over the world in all major sports leagues. MMA, you got people from like literally countries I've never heard of.
Yeah.
And they have the longest names, as in Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov?
I don't know.
Nurmagomedov.
I give up.
It's like you're rapping. It's like you're rapping a name.
I don't think that's it, Chief.
That's it, Chief. That's what it is. You're rapping a name. I want Eminem. I challenge you to
Please
put
rap
this
us.
last name in a song.
He's not able to do it.
Because he just goes by Khabib in the fighting.
Yeah.
If you follow fighting, he goes by Khabib. I wonder why.
You think he's figured it out?
I wonder why. Hey, marketing team. Can you put my last name on the poster for my next fight? Khabib. Your last name is literally longer than like. It's longer than a giraffe's neck.
It's longer than the entire page.
Like, I feel like you type this out in Word. This last name goes for like it takes up 2 lines. This thing is so long, and like, why are there so many consonants? It's just so long. I don't.
Yeah,
it's
bad.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. Anyway, moving off that, because that's just a whole. Finally, on this Sunday morning, here is your political and election update on your week in review.
Is this WMTU?
No, this is Patrick.
Is this
WMTU.
No, this is Patrick.
Is this WMTU?
No, this is Patrick. I'm not a
WIM2.
Patrick, that's the name of the
station. 91.9 FM Houghton. We are not the Krusty Krab.
We are not the Krusty Krab.
We are not, in fact,
We're the Chach Show.
We are the Chach Show.
We're the Chach Show. So, views represented on the show do not represent those of the station, yada, yada, yada. Just, yeah.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind. So, first up on the political update, so AOC, the congresswoman?
No, she's a representative.
Yeah, but still Congress.
Yes, yeah.
She's played Among Us.
Oh, yes. On
Fuel
Twitch.
for the meme pages. On Twitch.
Yes.
She streamed it. The meme pages have had a field day.
Yes.
They've had a field day with this. Oh my goodness. So first of all, the first one, I didn't even know she started playing.
I didn't either. I just saw it.
I saw it on a meme page that she was playing. They photoshopped her in a game of Call of Duty. RJ, if you don't know Call of Duty, you never played video games as a kid.
Yeah.
Viewers, listeners, if you don't know Call of Duty, it is notorious for saying no words.
No words?
No words. They're definitely major, I wouldn't say racism, but no filter.
No filter. As you do,
Call of Duty is known for saying words that not all people should say.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a joke on the meme page that I follow that it was, I think the caption was, AOC playing Call of Duty. It would be I doubt she's going to say any bad words. I think we all know what word I'm talking about here.
Yes.
Yes. There's it's just been a joke among joke about this.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. But here's the thing, like, my understanding is she didn't do bad.
She didn't do bad?
No, she didn't do bad.
Did she played Among Us, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
And I think she was playing with, like, like the top
like
people.
Corpse.
And all of them.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I have no idea who the big gamers are anymore.
I don't either. I don't play games.
Captain
so
Sparkles, I miss him. Stampy, that's who I know. I know the OG video game streamers and videos.
She played with Myth, Pokey.
No idea who those are.
Don't either.
No idea. Those names are going right over my head.
Yeah.
It's
fair.
It's just like I have interest in it, but I don't want to follow them.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Yeah.
no, I don't. Okay. Among Us had its hype for about a week.
I mean, it's fun to play though.
It's fun to play still.
Yeah.
If you have a full lobby.
Yes.
If you have like 3 of you, like we did yesterday, and you're playing in a random lobby, it's no fun.
I mean, the best thing you can do is just kind of mess with people.
Yeah. If you're throwing, that's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
It might ruin the game for people, but it's still fun.
It's still fun.
What was that?
I accidentally closed the.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
thought someone just fell.
No.
RJ breaks things very often.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, so Among Us, yeah, what were we just saying? It was some with it's fallen off.
It's fallen off.
Okay, so Among Us, so there's a game, Fall Guys, if you don't know. Fall Guys is it's a battle royale, pretty much. It's
Okay.
It's like Wipeout.
I played it the other like a week ago or something like that.
It's like Wipeout, but the show Wipeout,
Yes.
but in video game form, and that was hype before Among Us, and Among Us has been out for a long time. I want to say it's been out for a year and a half ish.
Okay.
But it didn't start getting hype until a month ago.
I don't know. I don't play.
2 months ago. It was
I only heard about it till when I came up here.
Fall Guys was the Among Us was the death. Among Us was the death of Fall Guys.
Okay.
Just like how Fortnite was the death of Minecraft.
But Minecraft is coming back.
Minecraft is coming back and Fortnite is going away. I feel like it's a pendulum.
Yeah.
You have Minecraft, then you go to Fortnite, then you go to Terraria.
I played. Okay, the one video game I did play was Fortnite, but that was mostly because everyone played.
You played Fortnite.
Okay, here's the thing.
I played Fortnite for a month.
That was the same with me. I only played when I was with people.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It's and I don't even want to get back into it now. It's just because all they do is just they don't even play the game. It's like they go follow Minecraft. You see a guy, and next second they have like the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I
built.
don't.
It's
don't know.
not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Anyway, back to the ALC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez played Among Us with Twitch streamers to promote voting. It's now in 9 days, the election, actually.
Yeah, go vote.
Go vote.
If you haven't voted yet,
Is it
go
9
vote.
days?
Something like that. I don't know.
Hold on.
It's coming
look
up,
it
though. But
Let's
yeah,
look it up.
So,
I'm just going to pull up the calendar.
presidential debate.
A week and 2 days. Yeah, 9 days. The presidential debate happened on Thursday night. President Trump versus former Vice President Biden. Went a lot smoother than the first one.
It did go smoother.
A lot smoother than the first one. They muted the mics. So,
but I mean,
I'm assuming people could hear in the audience. But,
yeah, I'm sure that they interrupted. I'm sure that they both interrupted.
Oh, yeah, but on the television or YouTube, wherever you watched it, yeah, you couldn't hear them. The mics are muted.
Yeah.
They have a decent sound setup to where you can't hear.
Yes.
On the stage.
Someone finally got a brain about a mute button.
I feel like that was been a thing, but like, it was never traditional.
Yeah.
They try to keep it traditional.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't know. When was the first televised presidential? Like,
I don't know,
40s?
but here's the thing
50s?
with like the presidential debates. Normally, it is kind of like an argument, kind of.
It is an argument because they are arguing.
But
it's an organized argument.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
this one, like the first one, it was just like
screaming
disrespect to each other, and like
they weren't arguing actual points.
And
Whereas
like,
this one they did.
Yeah, they were just like bickering about little things. I mean,
But I
like,
want to say since like 08, I want to say, granted I was like 6.
Yeah.
In 08, but like I want to say that it's always been that way as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
Like, the first debate has always been like attacking each other.
Yeah.
Because like
you want the
as
first
soon as
debate
you-
a lot of times.
the
is,
closer
like,
you get to
the first debate a lot of times is like you're trying to make your opponent
Yes.
look bad.
Well, yeah, because I feel like that's how you.
Yeah.
That's how you win. Is your opponent just doesn't look good.
Yes.
But it's like as soon as the closer you get to the election, the closer or the more you want to start arguing your points. Like
Yeah,
you want to make your views more clear.
And I feel
Clearer.
like you, like the first debate, like you do want to make some points because a lot of people are gonna vote early. I know I voted right after the first debate, like a little bit after.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, they made their points, but like I wish I could have heard more from them.
But now you do know.
Yeah. But yeah.
No,
so,
it was definitely a lot more organized. I think the questions asked by the audience were better. They had an audience again.
Yeah.
They
wore masks.
They wore masks.
Well,
An
some
audience.
people did.
Yeah. It all depends. And the last thing to wrap up this Chach update, we have Russia. More Russia.
More Russia.
Russia. What are we gonna do with Russia?
It is.
They have been rumored to start. They have already started to meddle in the U.S. election, like they did in 2016. I feel like they've done it in almost every election.
Yeah. Apparently,
since the Cold War ended.
they sent like.
All I know is that
they sent threatening like letters to voters to vote for Trump.
How do they read? How do they do Russians write in English?
Yeah, but no, they used I forget who it was. They used a homegrown like group, like a country-born group as like and like faked a letter and stuff like that.
I don't know. Russia needs to. They've always been a big threat to the U.S. Whether it's the Cold War and the arms race, or the or elections, space race, or literally anything. Russia has always been one of the United States' biggest competitors, and now they just won't leave us alone.
Yeah,
that's about it.
So yeah,
really,
but
I have nothing left to say about Russia. All I know is that, I mean, I know, but all I have to say is that they're not.
And according to polls right now, Biden is ahead.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any polls. I'll have to look at those.
So
all right, well that's gonna wrap up the week in review. Thanks for tuning in, Houghton. I'm Tony,
and I'm RJ.
There you go. And we are your Chachs, bringing you the stupidest news from around the world. RJ, what's up next for them?
You're gonna be listening to some Do Og Meg from Montreal.
Wait, say that again.
Do Og Meg.
Og. What does that word mean?
I don't know.
No idea.
It's probably French.
All
'cause
right.
It's Montreal.
It's Montreal. All right, signing off. Stay chachi, Houghton.
Yep. Have a great week.